What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. For this video, I have another Conquering Lufenia episode for you guys. This time we're going to be covering the Guard Scorpion Lufenia that is going to be going live soon on Global Opera Omnia, which is going to be coinciding with the release of Cloud's LD and Burst weapons. But before we do that, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads. And if you guys enjoy what you see on this channel, hit that like button and share this video as it does help me out. As always, don't forget to check out the Tonberry Troops website, in particular their resources hub where you could navigate to the Lufenia research portion of their website. Here, you'll find comprehensive guides on every upcoming single Lufenia fight, how to deal with the orb, which characters to take, and also which abilities to watch out for in terms of the boss fight. Also, don't forget to check out my fellow DFFOO content creator, VL, as the footage that you are seeing for the Guard Scorpion Lufenia fight comes directly from his video. I'm going to be leaving the link to that video in the video description as well as the pinned comments. Be sure to check it out. Subscribe to his channel. He is a fantastic content creator. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the Lufenia fight against the two Guard Scorpions. Alright guys, so we're going to be tackling the Lufenia fight with the two Guard Scorpions. Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar with this boss fight, pretty much it's the bosses where if they raise their tail, they're going to be hitting you with that really powerful AoE HP attack, kind of like how they do it in Final Fantasy VII. So pretty much that's one of the gimmicks that you have to look out for. But for the Lufenia fight, they are going to be a little bit tougher. They're going to be having a lot more HP. They'll be doing that tail thing a whole lot more frequently. And then something that they also do is they will be doing brave gains periodically to 99,999, and this is going to force you to have to shave them down, otherwise you're going to die, or use some type of turn disablement. Speaking of turn disablement, in terms of the orb, so the orb is going to appear at the start of the battle at a 20 count. It's going to disappear at 79% HP threshold. It's going to come back at 59% HP threshold, this time at an 18 count, and then it's going to disappear again at 39%, and then afterwards reappear again at 29% at a 17 count, and it's going to stay after that 29% HP threshold. Now, these bosses are also immune to the HP attack disable debuff, and in order for you to increase the turn count, you have to deny them a turn, meaning you have to use either Paralysis or Edward's Sleep, or Terror from Eldnarsh would also work here. However, because they are immune to that HP attack disable, you can't use characters such as Arciela or Kefka to disable their turns that way. But as long as you have a form of turn disablement, I think even Porum can actually work for here. If you could get her Confusion to kick off, you should be able to increase the orb count by 20, and if either of them get turn disabled and their turn comes up, that 20 plus count is going to be applying to both bosses, because there are going to be two bosses for this fight. Now, if you plan on taking like a delay strategy, because these bosses are not immune to delay, you just got to be careful and time how you're going to be dealing with the orb. Because remember, in order for you to be able to increase the orb count, you actually have to allow them to take a turn with that turn disabled debuff, or however you plan on doing it, applied onto the bosses. So you want to make sure that if you're going to be doing some kind of like turn shenanigans, re-breaking, delaying, or deletion, or anything like that, just be sure to be able to time it. Now, you can DPS race the orb, so that way you can, if you decide to you know what, I'm just going to brute force this, I'm going to get them down to 79% to get the orb to disappear, and then back down to 39%, and then once you're at 29%, you can theoretically burst and save your summons there. It is possible, but if you want to go with the safe route, it's better to actually bring that turn disabling kind of a character, as long as it's not in the form of HP attack disable, because they are immune to that. Now, for characters that you want to take, so Cloud is going to be Synergy. He's going to be the primary character that's going to be doing the best in this particular event, because he's not only going to be dealing a ton of damage, but he also has the utility with the launch, with the paralysis, with the delay. So he's going to be your primary character that if you want to take, he's going to be like the top dog. Other characters that are going to be good are those who could turn disable. So you got Camlanot, Edward, Raijin. You can also take characters such as, like I said, Porum could also work for this too. If you want to take like a support character that can also have a chance to turn disable. Another character who I personally took when I tackled this fight on JP was Shantoto, because the party comp that I took when I did this on JP was I took Cloud, I took Shantoto, and then I took Rude. So I had Rude as a healer, giving the powerful auras. I had Shantoto for, DPS and also an additional character that can turn disable. And then I took Cloud because Cloud was pretty much the best character that you could take for this particular fight. But as long as you have a turn disabler, this fight shouldn't be nearly as hard. Now, when they do that 99,999 Brave gain periodically, you do have to time that the turn disabling. So be sure you have somebody that can do that, or you could take like a Reno friend or take Reno himself, because if you have his LD, that pyramid debuff is going to be one way that you can actually deal with that huge Brave gain that they take. Now, there is one strategy that you could do. So you can keep one enemy paralyzed to control the orb and then constantly delay the other. I'm going to give credit to fellow DFFOO content creator Alphano Levelor for this. I'll actually be leaving the link to his video as well in the video description, as well as the pinned comment. So that's one thing that you can do in terms of, strategizing for this fight. Keep one constantly paralyzed, so then that way you allow that one to take their turn, and then it constantly increases the orb. And then the other one, you can keep delaying them, so then that way, because all you have to do is pretty much allow one to take their turn with the turn disabled effect, and then you increase the count for both of them. So that's one strategy that you can use. Thank you to Alphano Levelor for that one. Again, check it out in the video description as well as the pinned comments. But other than that, this Lufenia fight is not going to be nearly as difficult as, for example, the 3 that we just had recently on Global Opera Omnia. There's a lot more flexibility on this one, a lot more options to be able to take as far as like damage dealers, as far as like, how to control the orb and things like that. So good luck to you guys that are going to be tackling this Lufenia. Thank you again for watching my video. This is 40 the Broadway Saiyan signing out. Mahal, everyone.